The new Isar Aerospace rocket, which did explode, has blindsided space fans with its new two-stage orbital class rocket. Out of nowhere, this company delivers Europe's first steps in rebuilding its launch cadence since the Ukraine war, having placed a damper on the partnership with Roscosmos in Russia and launching European payloads. And later, we will talk about the problem we have identified in getting people interested and involved in space. This is your Space Pod for April 2nd, 2025. Hello Space Cadets, my name is Chad, and also your host for this month's Space Pod. Let's start with the new era of spaceflight for Europe. This was Europe's first continental launch ever. Most specifically, this was launched on March 30th at about 6:30 a.m. Eastern at the new Andøya Space Center in Norway. The mission was named Going Full Spectrum, as well as its rocket name, which is cool, but it does take a page out of Rocket Lab's mission naming tradition. By the way, look at this glorious flame trench action right here. Frickin' badass. Just after liftoff, things looked pretty good and nominal until the call out for the pitch maneuver came, and damn did this rocket pitch over. This appears to be an issue with the engine vectoring adjusting for the dynamics in the atmospheric ascent. You can see some oscillations happening, and when it pitched too far, the call was made to shut down the engines, and of course the rest of the flight is history. One thing that stood out to us about this rocket is the 9-engine core stage. This also allows a center engine to help with the centralized steering axis, which could be a foresight in future reusability of this rocket. Speaking of reusability, this rocket is not reusable. However, we are a bit disappointed that the general design of the rocket was pretty much a Falcon 9 or a Firefly, Astra, those private space companies also. But we also have to consider that Europe is acting under the "fine, I'll do it myself" mantra and getting their space program going. Hopefully in the future we can start seeing some innovative designs and of course medium lift rockets. We get emailed quite a few times about people wanting to know how they can get involved in space. Well, unfortunately I don't have those answers, and some recent investigations by our journalists have came up pretty dry. If you live near the launch pads like us, you will notice a lack of organizations, clubs, academies, and other learning opportunities that get people not only excited about space, but to also get people involved in the space program in some substantive way. I think it's an incredible disservice to people who live near the launches but have no way of getting involved either because of an educational paywall or simply locking it all down unless you know some special people. In order to get humanity off this planet, we are going to need organizations to step up to the plate and create better PR campaigns, or just simply partner with NASA and your local communities. Preventing people from getting involved in space will only hurt the space program and make people lose interest in space. Our job here at Orbital Edge is to create a community of people who will not only have access to those resources, but can connect others and new spaceflight fans to the same organizations, which of course grows not only you as a professional, but also grows us as a trusted, connected, and authoritative news organization. This is where all of you come in. If you know of any organizations for people to get involved, let us know by either commenting on this video or emailing us at info@orbitaledge.net. We would love to hear what you have. So with that said, thank you for watching, and we will see you out on the launch pad.